Hello everyone and welcome back to Untamed, Life of a Cougar, and we need food. We need food for ourselves, and we need food for our cubs. It looks like, do we leave something here? I think we might have, yeah, I think we have a fox carcass in there. It's kind of hard to see because it's night, but I think we do have something there underneath the cubs, maybe? Yeah, it looks like there is something underneath, but we definitely need food, and so we're gonna go and try to find something to eat. Usually it's pretty safe here. There's not too much that spawns up on the top, although I have to remember how to get down here so that we don't get stranded somewhere. I think it's back this way. But yeah, usually there's not too much that spawns up here on the top, so it seems to be fairly safe. That's not the way down, is it? Is it right over here? Yeah, this is the way down. Okay, where... Is there anything around? I don't think there actually is. Yeah, I really don't think there is. Okay, so they are staying back at the den. I thought for a moment it was telling me that because they were following me or something. But no, they're back at the den. And we're actually pretty close to the end, I think. They're probably going to grow up pretty soon within the next couple of episodes. I don't anticipate we're going to have that much left to this series, or not to the series, of course, but to the season. Aha! There's something. I think it's a deer. Is there anything dangerous near the den? There's not. So we're going to go ahead, we will stalk this deer. If we stay lined up properly, then we should be able to just pounce on it and take it out. There we go. Oh, wow, we got it in one hit. Oh, whoa, that's a fox. Okay, I didn't expect him to be there, but we're actually going to take him down as well because I don't want him wandering up near our cubs potentially. So he went this way. We're going to go ahead and try and sneak up on him here. He seems like he's sensed us a little bit, but not well enough to escape. So, got him. There we go. We'll go ahead and eat from this carcass. I think we're going to end up eating most of it to fill up our hunger bar there. And so we'll bring the deer carcass back because that's going to have more food to it. So we probably won't have a killer male attack. It seems like it tends to be every 30 minutes. Like, normally we don't see them. If we get to the den at the end of an episode like we did last time, normally it seems like we tend to... Uh-oh. I've lost the den. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Normally it seems like it tends to... It doesn't have problems really, like we don't have problems with them right away. It tends to not show up until an extra episode after, and that's when the killer male tends to appear. So I think for now we're going to be pretty safe, but we do have to watch out for other predators. Now, I don't think too much should spawn. Generally, this is one of the safer dens, even if it's one of the most difficult to get to. Perhaps that's why it's one of the safer dens, because it's one of the most difficult ones to get to. So I like staying here, I just don't like getting here, and it is kind of hard to hunt if you're not careful. So what's going on down here? Is that a wolf? That might be a wolf. I think that was, I kind of just, oh dear, okay, there's a lot down here then. There's like a little bit of a flat area over here, and I'm gonna rush forward because, or this is actually, no, this is the pathway down, so, that's definitely a wolf. Okay, take this guy out quickly. Yeah, we want these guys gone just in case they would happen to wander up in our direction. Why is it so difficult to hit this guy? We're not doing as much damage as I thought we were going to. It doesn't look like there's any that are super close, but we still want to be kind of cautious. There's another one. I'm gonna try and eliminate all the ones that are kind of on that upper area, just because I think that'll help us in the long run. Because this is still fairly close to the pathway up here. But yeah, it seems like it airs more towards the side of every 30 minutes rather than every 20 minutes. I wasn't sure exactly how long it would take. But thus far in this playthrough, I don't think we've had him show up right after, in the episode right after we reach a den, basically, because we usually do that at the end of the episode, and so it usually is about 30 minutes, it seems, because he shows up midway through the next episode. These guys seem like they're stuck. They're kind of just doing that thing where they're all standing in a circle as well. So let's go ahead, we'll call them. It's kind of cheaty to just leave them that way. So they'll decide what they want to do. That or... Oh, they are, okay. I thought they might be stuck again. I was like, well, maybe they're just stuck. But I think they're okay. Uh-oh. That rival, is she getting closer? I'm not sure if she is or not. I kind of am tempted to go down there and try and fight her. I don't know how easy that'll be to do, and it's going to be quite a distant trip if we do that. Oops. But it might be worth it because she's coming closer, and I don't want her... I don't want to run into her when we're having to leave, because unless these guys grow up in this episode, then we're going to have to leave again. Oh, what's that? That's a moose. Okay. I didn't know what it was, but I just saw it coming towards me there. There's something else down here. Wait. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, I don't need to be down here anyway. It's actually going to be up this way. There's a deer, but... No, that's not even the... I'm very confused now. Was that the way down? Hold on. No, I have to get back up, don't I? Yeah, we gotta go back up. And then... No, this is the top. Okay. This is the top. If we go down this way, and then we go over here, that's the way down. Okay, it's kind of hard to see sometimes. It is very difficult to navigate around this den, and so that can cause problems sometimes. I'm not... No! Dude, don't do that. I'm not... Uh-oh. Oh, that's another deer. Okay, I thought for a second it was a fox. But if we go down this way, our cubs should be fine. They should have plenty of food. Yeah, that rival's on her way. So I'm going to make my way back down here, try and fight her, and try and deal with her before she has the chance to get too close. I don't really want to fight these deer or this bison. We're going to avoid the bison. But we might have to fight, or I think the bison may have killed a lot of the wolves, actually. It looks like there's quite a few carcasses around. But we do need to take out that rival, and although I don't like venturing so far from the den, I think it's kind of necessary in some cases. So yeah, she's right down here, though. We're fine. Out, dear. Alright, this way. She's going to be right down here. She's starting to make her way up. I thought I saw her getting closer, but she's going to be right down here. We actually have come most of the way down the mountain now. Oh, there she is. I see her. Okay, here she comes. We just have to kind of dodge around her so that she doesn't do a lot of damage to us. And if we avoid her for the most part, she's not going to hurt us too badly. The fights aren't usually what's difficult, and she's running the right direction too. Sometimes it seems like they have a hard time actually escaping, and so that can be a little bit tricky sometimes. But now we just got to get all the way back up, which is going to be its own difficulty. Now, there's actually a carcass here. I think this is a wolf. Yeah, it looks like it's a wolf. So I'm going to bring this with us. I think the bison probably killed it or something like that. Oh, the bison is fighting a bear. Holy cow. That's not what I anticipated would happen. And I wanted to... Oh, the bison killed the bear. I wanted to see that fight, but we got turned around. The bison actually managed to kill the bear, which is pretty insane. There is a buck running that way, but I don't think we need to worry too much about him. He shouldn't attack us. He'll just kind of leave us alone unless we actually pursue him, and then he'll fight back. But if we go up this way, I'm hurrying because it's going to turn to night soon. The lighting is changing, and it's making it more difficult to see. You can see the sun is going down over there. That's a deer. We're fine. We can go up this way, and we'll be all right. But we're going to bring this back to our babies because I imagine they might be starting to run out of food here. So let's bring that back. Hello, Rosie. Where are the others? The others are right here at the den. So Rosie's probably the one that hasn't eaten then. I'm going to go ahead and call her back so that she'll come over here and get some food because she is looking a little bit hungry. And now it's nighttime. And we should be able to just kind of... Oh, we have another rival apparently. We should be able to just kind of hang out. So we have one... Oh, that spawned near the den we just left. So there's one that's kind of out far behind those den areas. And then there's the one that's right behind the den we just left. So that's good to keep an eye on where they're at so we can kind of know where we might have to fight them. I'm going to take this fox carcass and eat it because this is the one that I think is probably going to expire the soonest, and so I'll kind of leave this over here so that we can eat from it. Again, whenever you eat, it doesn't take from just one carcass that's nearest you, it takes from all the carcasses that are near you, and so if you have a pile of food and you eat from the middle of it, you're just going to end up eating all the food simultaneously, and that can cause problems, so you always want to carry one piece of food away so that you don't burn through your food supply all at once there. Did it just despawn? Yeah, it's a good thing I picked that piece then because that one is already gone. Where are the other two? Ginger's here. Autumn and Rosie are way out here. They wander quite far, and I mean, they are getting to be older cubs, but I still worry that they're not going to, I still worry that they're not going to, they're not going to be able to handle themselves around predators. They still would face significant danger from them, and they're not going to be able to fight back, I don't think. They're just going to be able to run away. And so, while they might be able to escape, like, they're not going to get away from something like a fox or whatever. They're just going to get themselves into trouble. It does say they will try and hunt, so I imagine that would have to do with, like, the rabbits in this game or something like that. But I don't know. I still am very leery of this. You can see, though, they are quite large. They're about half our size right now. If we stand next to Ginger, you can see she's probably about half of our size. She's definitely a lot larger than she used to be. They really have grown up quite fast. And I do think that they're getting close to being at the end of their growth, so they probably will be leaving us pretty soon here. And then in the last episode, whatever that ends up being, I'll put a poll so that you guys will have the chance to decide whether or not Kira should raise another litter, and then we'll have potentially up to 6 options to choose from when we vote for an heir, or if we want to vote for an heir right there. So you guys will have the chance to make that decision, and then I guess what I'll do is I'll leave that as an option in the poll. So I'll put these 3 up for voting, and then I'll also have an option to have Kira go on and do another litter. So we'll see what you guys end up deciding. And that's assuming everybody survives, because even though we've made it this far with them, there's no guarantee at this point that they're going to be okay. We don't have that guarantee until they've actually made it out on their own. So we still have to be a little bit cautious. We still have to not count our chickens before they hatch. And I certainly hope they'll be all right, but we do have to face the reality that they may not. And yeah, I would definitely be very sad if that happened, but I also do think overall this has been our best run. We had one instance where it seemed like it was very much a glitchy thing, and so you decided we should reload the last save. And I think that made sense to me too, because it was a very glitchy situation. So, but other than that, we really haven't had any disasters, or not too many near disasters either. We've kind of learned how to deal with the predators better, and of course that is very much the point of the game. Okay, Rosie's out here, Autumn's out here. It doesn't seem like there's too many dangers. This mountain doesn't really, it spawns a lot on the slope, but you're pretty safe to let your cubs just wandering around up here. There's not too much. That's Ginger. Oh my goodness. I just saw Ginger walking up there, and I couldn't see clearly enough to make sure it was her, and her name tag hadn't loaded in. And it just about gave me a heart attack, because I thought she was a fox. She has a very foxy coloring. And yeah, I thought, right as I'm saying this, that something has spawned and we're going to be in big trouble. It does look like there are some predators down below, but there's really not too many, and they're not close enough for me to be too worried about that. My biggest concern here is that these guys are wandering far enough away that they're not seeing the food sources over here, and instead they're probably going to go try and find their own. So everybody's here. We kind of have to just keep escorting them back to remind them that we do have food here. Maybe we should even scatter some of these carcasses out and about a little bit more. I mean, we have 2 wolf carcasses. We could bring one more. Well, I don't really want to bring them that far out, though, because I think they do attract foxes, and while I'm not sure if foxes will spawn up on the top here, there's a chance that they could. I've never seen anything spawn here, but it doesn't mean it'll never happen, and it doesn't mean that other animals couldn't make their way up here if we're not cautious. So we don't want to, we want to leave our food in one place where it's going to be easier to defend. Ginger, you are going awful close to the path up here. She's just kind of chilling out, it looks like. But I don't think there's anything dangerous that we need to worry about. Maybe we can go and bring some of these other carcasses up. So I'm going to run down here. The path is right here. And then where? We've got a carcass down here. So I think we don't really need them. We don't really, we're not really that hungry. We can bring that's kind of insane. We can carry a moose carcass with us. Oh my goodness. But we don't really need all that much extra food, It's just not bad to have it just in case something despawns. I think all of this has a very similar despawn timer to the stuff we already have, but it doesn't hurt to have a little bit extra. Is that its tongue or something? What is going on with its face? Oh my goodness. That's a little bit terrifying. Oh, a lot of our food just did despawn. Apparently that moose has a really long tongue. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to go try and hunt something more then and bring it back because I'm worried that all the food we have is going to be despawning here. If all of that just did, then there's a good chance that anything else we encounter is also going to. I'm going to actually jump down here, see if I can find the carcass we left over here, and we'll go ahead and eat from this. We actually finished it up, it looks like, but that did refill our food. So we were getting a little hungry. That's what I wanted to make sure we checked on. Some of the other cubs are getting hungry. What is this? That is a hare, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead, a hare or rabbit or something. I can't, it won't let me pick it up. It's too small. Oh, I'm not standing on top of it. I'm seeing the flowers. That's what's going on here. All right, let's go back. We'll bring this up. And I'm going to bring this just for the time being so they have something to eat. I think there's still, yeah, we just dropped that moose carcass in there, so that should still be there for a little bit. But let's call everyone to follow, and we'll bring this back so that everybody can get some food. And then we'll go find something else to bring back so that they're not just left with this tiny little hare carcass and nothing else. You do have to make sure that you keep them fed, which in some cases, the places where there's a lot of predators can even be easier to deal with because of that. You just naturally generate a lot of food from fighting. Did we get him? We did. All right, well, I guess that works as well. But yeah, you naturally, when you fight, you tend to generate a lot of food, and so sometimes that can help, but other times, if you don't have a lot of fighting to do, then sometimes, of course, that's not going to be all that helpful. So we'll bring this back as well, just so that there's a few carcasses here that shouldn't be able to despawn soon. I think the moose carcass we killed the moose we killed a little bit later, and so that should be a fresher carcass. But it's still probably getting close to the end of its despawn timer, so we want to make sure we head down and try and find something else. For a second, that plant there looked like a hunter, and I was just kind of very concerned about that. There's always something right here. There's also some predators farther down, but I think we're okay for now. So I don't know exactly how long it takes to play through Untamed either. We can carry a boar carcass. There we go. I don't know exactly how long it takes to play through Untamed. It took something like 20 episodes in the first season, but we had several times where we died and had to restart an episode. And, of course, in the second season, we didn't even make it this far, so we're going to kind of probably get a better metric for how long exactly it's going to take in this season, just because so far we've only had one instance where we had to reload. I don't think we've ever actually died in this season either. I think we figured out pretty well how to avoid our own death. It's just our cubs that are a little bit trickier to consistently protect, just because there's so many things that are out to attack them, and they really can't fight back. So, there's a deer here. Okay, well, that worked out. We can go ahead and we'll bring this deer back as well. And I think other than that, we should be pretty good to go here. So, let's bring this deer up to the top, and I think we'll be pretty much fine for the time being with these guys. So, I'm going to try and plan on having at least one more week of Untamed then, because it looks like these guys haven't grown up. But really, it could happen at any time now, and I'm not totally sure how long it's going to take. So we just kind of have to keep an eye out and be ready for whenever that happens. Now, the thing that is kind of hard about Untamed is that it doesn't really give you a good chance to say goodbye. It's just like, okay, your cubs grew up, and then they're gone, and you have the chance to start over. Or basically, it kind of just loops back around, and you go back to the find a mate stage. But that is kind of a tough thing. We have to enjoy our time with these guys because we're not really going to get a good chance to say farewell like we do with Shelter 2. Everybody come back and don't wander off that far. Autumn's being a little bit adventurous. That does worry me a little bit. But, yeah, so when it happens, it's probably just going to be really sudden like that. I do remember that from previous seasons. From the one season where we did make it. But nevertheless, when it does happen, then that's when we know for sure that these guys are going to be safe. For now, we have to face what's probably going to be another killer male attack in the next episode, and just kind of mentally prepare ourselves for that, because that's never easy when we have to be on the run. But we're going to go ahead and end off this episode here for today, because it is about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.